Hi everybody, this is Annie from How's Annie. I just wanted to do a quick video about what I have to say about the Final Dossier from Mark Frost. So if you guys haven't read it yet, get away from here and go read it. Then you can come back. Otherwise, you're not allowed here. Spoilers alert. That being said, I'm not going to dissect the whole thing for you. I'm sure you're smart enough to come up to your own conclusions. I just wanted to share, what was most memorable for me. And by the way, as you can see, there is Headless Dougie assisting me on this task. He's absolutely useless, but that's how we like him. All right, so I feel like this book is important for closure and context. It's kind of a bridge to everything else that's happened in Twin Peaks, and it's a bridge into the future as well, if I might say. So quickly, it's interesting that Tammy's timeline isn't changed, whereas everybody in Twin Peaks, they are not aware that Laura died. She just vanished. And when she's on the plane going back to Philadelphia, she feels like her emotions and the way she feels are changing. So it's interesting that there could be a different time and space within the same country. So there you go. Also, I'm very much intrigued by the whole Americanization of names like Judy. And now in that book, you learn about Beelzebub, who clearly is Bob. And Bob is like Judy's son. And now he wants to shag with her so that they can create the end of the world. Insists as much. I'm super happy to know that Jerry's foot is fine. It's just super high. So thank God he can walk into the woods again when he comes back to Twin Peaks after his naked adventure in Montana. It was great to understand Annie's trauma better, and also Norma's strength as a human being and how she is truly a positive role model for her community. But I know that we know now that Annie's fine, but I don't think she's fine at all. I think she's just not suffering because she's disconnected from life now. So I truly hope that at some point there could be some kind of a Sleeping Beauty ending to that, and Cooper could get her back to life. But what an awful story. She's just fine because she's not living anymore. It's really sad. The Log Lady's letter, I mean, it's almost cheesy, but it's not. It's just like that fine line, and it's such a metaphor or a fact for true life and how some people are horrible and they just dance to another music. That was so great. Jacoby's chapter, I mean, Jacoby is my Lady Gaga. I think he's more interesting by the minute. I was really glad to read about him and the shovel and Nadine and all of this. Tammy, I mean, what she writes is quite unrealistic from an FBI perspective, but I think she mirrors the viewers and how we experiment this and try to make sense of it. And, the fact that she swears a bit and she writes some jokes. I mean, she's relatable. And the whole time I was imagining Christabel writing that story. I love Christabel now. Sarah's middle name is Judith. Hello. And Audrey, I'm still not sure what's up with her. I'm still not sure. And also, Mark Frost said that only one character is time traveling. What's up with that? All right, sorry, I ran out of space. I couldn't beat the clock. So I'm just gonna end by saying it's pretty strange that Sarah Palmer still lives in Twin Peaks. And in part 18, she clearly doesn't. It seems like, in fact, she never lived there. So that's it. Maybe eventually I will go back and dissect things. Right now, I just don't feel like doing it. I'm kind of halfway through the the Secret History. I'm just a slow reader. What can I say? That being said, I had an idea, and you guys can let me know in the comments if you're up for it or not. And even though you might not be up for it, I'll do it anyways. But please feel free to tell me what you think. I was watching Planet Earth the other day, and I thought this is mind-blowing, kind of like Twin Peaks, but from the natural world. So I might do some kind of fire watch with me video while watching Planet Earth, because that's just amazing. So it's got nothing to do with Twin Peaks, except for the fact that Sarah Palmer would have loved to watch this on a loop. So what do you guys think about that? I really don't care if you don't want me to do it. I'll still do it because I just couldn't contain myself. It was just too much. So there you go. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you've enjoyed the Final Dossier, and I hope you will subscribe to see what I will do in the future, which is, I don't know when. I subscribe so you'll find out when there's something new. All right, so I really hope that things go on. Can I state it more or less clearly? Like, I really hope there's a season 4. I know you guys will write to me in the comments like, oh, blah, 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 blah. Like, it's fine. I just really want that to happen. So hopefully it will.